was climbing back into my truck when I saw it in the rearview mirror. A small child, dressed in dark clothes, crawling under my rear tire. It was 11 at night, in the middle of the highway to Tarapoto. Not a single soul around. And the worst part wasn't seeing him. The worst part was when I climbed down with my flashlight, and there was nobody there. This is Carlos's story.
Real horrors.
My name is Carlos. I've been driving trucks across the roads of Peru for over 15 years. Lima, Tarapoto, Huanjuy, Tingo Maria. I know them all, day and night. But what happened to me on that climb to Tarapoto? Nothing like that had ever happened to me before. I left Lima in the afternoon, alone, because my co-driver had gotten sick. I was going to pick him up on the way through Huanjuy. So, for that stretch, I had to drive by myself. It didn't worry me. I was used to it. Everything was normal until I reached a stretch far from any towns, where the road cuts through the hills and the jungle closes in on both sides. There's a water crossing there, a spot where clean, cold water runs straight down from the mountain and crosses the road. It was almost 11 at night. I pulled the truck over, left the hazard lights on, and got out to drink some water and stretch my legs. I crouched down, put my hands in the stream, and drank straight from the mountain. Cold, clean, good. Before getting back in, I did what I always do. Walk the full length of the truck. Tires, cargo bed, doors, load, everything fine. I climbed in, put my hand on the gear shift to start. Psss, the sound of air leaking from a tire. You know that sound well when you drive trucks. There's no mistaking it. I got back down, checked every tire one by one. Nothing. All firm, all with good pressure. I climbed back in. Psss. Same sound again, clearer this time. Got back down with the flashlight. Kicked each tire to feel the pressure. All perfect. There was nobody on the road. Just the jungle, the sound of the water crossing, and me. I climbed in a third time, sat down, and before starting, I checked the rearview mirror out of habit. And that's when I saw him. A small child dressed in dark clothes, moving fast from behind the truck toward the rear right tire. I watched him crawl underneath, and right away, psss, the same sound. I felt as if someone had poured ice-cold water down my spine from my neck to my waist. That kind of chill that isn't just cold, that your body understands before your brain does. I reached under the seat, grabbed my iron wrench, threw the door open, and jumped down shouting. I shouted at him to leave, that I was going, that he needed to stop. I crouched down with the flashlight and shone it under the truck. Nobody there, no trace, no footprints, absolutely nothing. This time I got back in without checking anything else. I started the engine and drove off as fast as I safely could. When I crossed the water crossing, which sat right on a sharp curve, the headlights lit up the side of the road, and I saw a small wooden cross at the edge of the highway. A little roadside grave, the kind people put up where someone died on the road. But it was new. The cross was clean, the flowers beside it not fully wilted yet. And on the cross, written by hand, it said, Mateo, 8 years old. The whole drive to Huanjuy, I rode in silence. No radio, nothing. Just thinking about that 8-year-old boy, his new cross, and how maybe he hadn't been there long enough yet to find his way. And that in the meantime, he was hanging around that water crossing, playing with the truck drivers who stopped to drink, making them climb down and climb back up over and over again, like it was a game. Since that day, every time I pass that stretch, I always slow down at that water crossing. And if I hear the sound of air leaking, I don't get out to check. I just say quietly, "I'm leaving now, Mateo. I'm on my way." And I keep driving.
They say that the souls of children who die suddenly stay and play in the place where death found them, that they don't know they're gone, that all they want is company. What would you do if you heard that sound, alone, on a road with no towns for miles,